Hey everybody, today I just want to take a quick minute to talk about everybody's favorite subject. No, not that. Not that either. In my house that's the same thing. Now I want to talk about safety. As you can see, I got this sweet new apron. Got my crippleconcepts.com across the top. Got to thank my girlfriend's mom for sewing this up for me. In almost all the videos I do, I'm wearing an apron. And that, when I got this apron, it kind of made me think, you know, I never really talked about like protecting myself. If you watch the video, I think it's in the annealing aluminum video, I'll pop a card up. I drop a lit torch, and a lot of you get freaked out by some of the stuff I do, and there's this when we're on bandsaw and I'm kind of leaning in and pushing, and a lot of things, even when I watch them, I'm like, damn, that looks dangerous, but it's the reality of it, you know. There's dangers in the shop, but I do take a lot of precautions. One of the main things I do is I wear an apron all the time. Protecting my skin is really important. I don't feel anything below about, actually right about here where the crippleconcepts.com is, I don't feel much below that. So if I drop something hot on me, something sharp on me, anything like that, I'm not gonna feel it, I'm not gonna know it. If I get metal chips in my skin, I can end up with skin issues. So I wear an apron all the time. What I had been wearing was just a cheap denim apron off of Amazon. Put a link down below. It's 10 bucks, 11 bucks. They're cheap. But they only come just below my knee. And I wanted something that went farther. So we basically took and traced that apron onto a piece of fabric and kept it going. So this one actually goes all the way down almost to my feet. I'm not gonna be able to shoot down that angle and get it, but believe me, it goes all the way down to my ankles. And then I actually wear steel-toed work boots because I carry a lot of pipes and stuff. I'll just set them on my foot and don't have to worry about crushing my toes or anything. So I wear big, heavy steel-toed work boots all the time. I have for years, but especially on the shop, they're really good. I drop stuff, and again, I don't feel my feet. I wouldn't know if I broke a toe or something. So that's really important. When I weld, I actually wear a leather apron, and I got this planning to use it all the time. But it's just a little too heavy. It's a little bit longer than the denim apron I had been wearing. Again, I'll put a link down below. These are only like 25 bucks. Again, pretty cheap. It's a Hobart apron. I got a Hobart welder, so you know, it kind of goes together. And like I say, they're a nice apron, but especially in the summer, it's too much. It's too hot, it's too thick. Obviously, safety glasses. I have, 8-10 pairs of these probably around the shop. I have a couple pair that I wear most of the time, and then I have a pair by the grinder, I have a pair by the sander, I have a pair by the drill press. So there's never an excuse to not just throw on a pair. It's really easy to be like, just drilling one hole, I'm just gonna grind on this a little bit. No, safety glasses. It's hard enough being in a wheelchair. It'd be really hard to be in a wheelchair and be blind. I'd hate to have to navigate with a white stick and drive a power chair all at the same time. Way too hard to even think about. The other thing that I wear that you probably won't see in many videos because I tend to have things quieter in the shop, but when I'm running a lot of the louder equipment, especially for prolonged time, the air compressor, the bandsaw, even the mill gets a little irritating. The mill and the lathe both do. The router for sure does. It spins at 22,000 RPM, and man, that thing will just drive you crazy after about an hour. But I have a pair of earmuffs. I tried the little spongy foam, roll them up, stick them in your ear, earplugs. They didn't work for me. I couldn't get them rolled up and in my ear properly. They weren't really working. So I bought these. What I like about this particular pair is a 3M, they're called 3M Work Tunes. Again, I'll put a link below to the Amazon. These are 35, 36 bucks. AM, FM radio. They have a port that you can put in a cord for like your MP3 player or play it off your phone. I have a Bluetooth adapter that I use in that, that way I can listen to stuff off the computer. Primarily listen to legislative hearings that way while I'm working on the machines. So that's pretty handy. They do make a set now, and I won't lie, I want them and I'll probably be buying them in the next year. Same thing, they're by 3M, they're called Work Tunes, but they have Bluetooth. They have built-in Bluetooth, and the reviews seem pretty good. They're like 65, 66 bucks. So again, not that expensive. I mean, definitely worth it over going deaf from just being stupid and listening to loud music or loud tools. But yeah, these are really handy. So just one of the main safety precautions I take. I work alone a lot out in the shop. A lot of times there's nobody home, so I have to be a little bit careful. There's enough things that are a risk to me when I'm doing them out here that if I can take precautions in any way, I'm going to take those precautions. Getting gloves on is really hard. You'll also notice that even in the wintertime, you know, today it's pretty cold out. The garage is heated, but I tend to be cold. I'll wear a stocking cap, but short sleeves. I always have on short sleeves. And that's for both the fact that I don't like getting grease all over my sleeves, reaching into the tools and stuff, but also for safety. You got to be real careful with sleeves around rotating equipment. You know, run the mill, the lathe, the bandsaw, the drill press, you know, pretty much everything in this shop. If my arm got sucked into it because the sleeve got caught, that'd be bad. And again, I don't have full feeling. I don't feel the pinky side of my arm at all. So I could accidentally drag my arm into something and not really realize it. So the short sleeves are actually as much safety as anything. So yeah, that's just a few of my little safety tips. Like I said, I try to be safe. I'm really happy with this apron. I'm hoping it works out real well. Digging the fact that she was able to put the name across the top. So yeah, everybody stay safe and keep watching the videos. Oh, I did want to know the rotating equipment. I was thinking about the arms. So I always know my goat ear needs trim because when I start being real careful, I'll put a card up to my drilling video, but I lean my cheek into the drill when I'm using a hand drill. And about 6 months ago I was doing that, and a couple whiskers on this side snagged in the drill bit and sucked that drill right into my face. Luckily I dropped the trigger real quick and I was able to unwind it some, and I only ripped out a small patch of hair. But you know, even that, it's another risk. You know, long hair, they used to always say it in high school shop classes, you know, no long hair, no jewelry, no ties. And I always kind of laughed, I'm never gonna have long hair. Well, turns out, you know, long hair can be in different places. So yeah, lesson learned. I'm careful now. I keep it trimmed a little bit more. Obviously I'm needing a good little de-shedding right now, but yeah, you just got to be careful and got to think ahead and not be stupid. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.